So I got interested in photography probably about 4 years ago. Get really serious maybe about 2 years ago after I realized having the passion and the desire, being able to produce images that people were, wanting to buy and becoming really interested in on social media. Upgrading equipment, making money, and just loving what I'm doing was helping me really expand on what it is that I really wanted to create and do. So my name is Aaron Harris with Aaron Harris Photography is my little company I got going. From Central Oregon, living in Redmond right now. So what I like about Central Oregon and shooting in this area, it offers just about every kind of environment for shooting. Whether I want to be down in a place like this where I'm shooting in canyons and rocky areas, to the mountains, going up on the Cascade Lakes Highway and all the picturesque mountain scenes, and to the rivers and lakes. I mean, there's so many lakes that are around this area for creating good imaging with reflection for sunrise and sunsets. Pacific Northwest and down to Central Oregon, there's so many different environments and lines, and the canvas is endless here. I mean, there's just get out and explore, because you have hundreds of waterfalls that are within an hour and a half of you. You have, I don't know how many mountains. You got tons of mountains you can hike to on a trail system in a day hike. To get out and look and explore, it's gonna reward massive dividends for any beginner, intermediate, advanced photographer. This right here is it's iconic for not just athletes and not just avid hikers, but this brings me back here as a photographer all the time, because there is so many different angles and shots. And Smith Rock is amazing in so many different aspects. A night like tonight, when you have kind of a boring sky, I probably wouldn't use this particular lens. I'd probably use a longer lens pulling in, because like you said, when you get to these different types of rock formations and these jagged edges, they cast these different types of light, from your nice, beautiful highlights that pop the color on the rock to those nice shadowed areas. I'd probably pull in and really isolate certain sections of the rock that give really good textures. You're getting really killer ranges from your highlights all the way to your blacks. A lot of people forget that, photography is all about the recording of light, so we're looking to see how this light hits these rocks like this. Shadows like this, and these highlights I'll do all HDR, stack like 7 images. You get all the range and light. Incorporating this dead tree right here, these foreground textures, and getting things in the foreground as well as the background are just as important. Kind of adds a little spice to the whole image.
Right.
Rather than
those grasses. We're getting a little sunburst coming. The sun's gonna hit that ridge in just a couple of minutes.
Underexpose a little bit so you can get that sunburst. This is what that HDR is. Now I'm really tuning it down. But when I compile the images, I'm able to add all 3 images together and get all that range.
You're stacking,
yep.
You're shooting 3 exposures there.
Yep.
At one time.
And even with that sunburst right there, that's pretty important. So I think I'm gonna even go a little more. Look at it now. Now I can use that sunburst right there, and then incorporating the rest of my exposures here. Now I'll be able to take advantage of that highlight and those shadows, recover some of the stuff in here. Recover some of my detail on my tree. Still capturing those shadows and those highlights.
Yeah.
And hopefully come up with something sweet.
Awesome.
I'm hitting on all social media outlets.
Website?
Yep, my website, AaronHarrisPhotography.com. You can check it out. All my work's on there. Everything's current. Get out in your own backyard, Ben. There's so much that's offered out there. Get out, see stuff. That's what it's all about. Realize the area you live in, because it's phenomenal. It's endless on where you can be within 5 minutes of your house. Explore, get out and see stuff. That's what this place is all about. That's why we live here. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks again, man.
Yeah,
Backyard Bend all the way. Hashtag Backyard Bend.
right on.